So in this video, I'm going to talk about dealing with frozen emotions. And frozen emotions are emotions that's connected to the body-based experiences or memories that we talked about in another video. And in that video, we talked about that every single life experience is being recorded in the body. So if it's being recorded in the body, there is a chance that these memories are frozen. The emotions connected to the memories are frozen. So if it's frozen and it gets stuck, then you could have more suffering, okay? Because every time somebody triggers you, something in life triggers you, you have a reaction, you have a response, giving you physical pain. So behind the physical pain, which is the surface, right? The surface symptoms are going deeper is frozen emotions. So these frozen emotions is the original emotional reaction that's not been fully released out of the body. So why do you have that? It's because we've been conditioned to not deal with our emotions, not to release it. There's a lot of teaching or programming to tell, when parents tell their kids to suck it up, don't cry. There could be this type of programming. There's fears of being vulnerable. Whatever the types of programming you have, there's fear that causes you to actually shut down and not release your emotions. If this has happened to you as a child, then you're a person that's been suppressing yourself, and also society has taught people not to process their emotions by food, drinking, alcohol. These are some of the things that people are using to actually numb their emotions. So then the emotions become frozen. Okay, so now with that being said, we wanted to show you actually how to actually release it. So in the exercise, I showed you how to energize and how to become aware of your body-based responses, memories. This is just to add on to what you already learned. So what you do is just energize, notice where your body feels it, and then set the intention to release it, to melt it and release it. So the intention is key. It's just setting an intention to release these frozen emotions. So what you do is just as before, put your hand on the heart, follow your breath, set the intention to melt it, and set the intention to release it. So do that for the situation or the trigger that you feel pain and suffering with, for whatever the situation is, and do the 3-second inhale, 3-second hold, 3-second exhale. Do that for 3 or 4 rounds, and notice what happens as you're setting the intention to melt the frozen emotions and let it go. You might start to experiencing releases, like through some tears, through some yawning, through body heat, as the frozen emotion starts to melt down and get released. Another thing you could do is just, as you're feeling that, fully feel it with your heart to melt the frozen emotions. That's the intention. So all this work that we're talking about is the intention, and do the practices. Notice how it feels. Comment, and then in another video we will talk about how to actually go even deeper, which is dealing with the inner wounds behind our frozen emotions. So I hope this is helpful, and I will talk to you on the next video.